Good evening, class. This is your introduction to defective contracts. So, defective contracts, they are covered by chapters 6, 7, 8, and 9. So, before we begin with the defective contracts, syempre, classifications of contracts according to validity. The first one is valid contract. So, it has all the essential requisites. There is no defect at all. Next one is your rescissible contract. We will discuss later on. Your voidable contracts, unenforceable contracts, and the last one, your void contracts. So, let's begin with the defective contracts. Syempre, yung valid, hindi naman talaga defective yan. Valid nga eh. So, anyway, for defective contracts, the first one is your rescissible contracts. So, remember, rescissible contracts, they are enumerated in Articles 1381 and also in certain provisions of the Civil Code. Marami ang rescissible contracts. And plus also, meron din tayong rescissible payment in 1382 of the Civil Code. So remember, ang mga rescissible contracts, they are valid contracts. Why are they valid? Cause, object, consent, or the essential elements are present in the contract. But there is a defect. The defect consists in economic injury, damage, or lesion to one of the contracting parties or to a third person in case of a creditor, in case of contracts intended to defraud creditors. So anyway, ang rescissible contracts, pagka hindi mo pinansin yan, valid yan, walang problema. And pagka naman merong nagsuffer ka ng economic injury or damage, if you are the injured party or a creditor, you can ask for rescission of the contract. Remember, it does not also require ratification. Ratification is adopting some defective contracts. So, imbis na wala siyang effect, ira-ratify mo siya, ibig sabihin, mawawala yung mga defects niya. So, a ratification will cleanse the contract of its defect from the beginning. In rescissible contracts, remember, it does not require ratification. How about the next one? Your next defective contract is voidable or annullable contracts. Remember, this is decreasing effectivity. So, pinaka may kwenta sa kanila is yung rescissible. Pinaka walang kwenta yung last, void contract. So, rescissible, most effective, voidable, then unenforceable, walang kwenta yung void contracts. So, voidable or sometimes known as your annullable contracts are, again, valid because all essential requisites are present in the contract. But, it's either pa-annul mo siya or i-ratify mo siya. So, ang voidable contracts, ang grounds niya, bakit siya voidable is number one of the parties is incapable of giving consent because, let us say, of minority or some other form of incapacity. Deaf mute, ganyan. Pinag-aralan natin yan sa chapter 2. Also, in case the consent of one of the contracting parties is vitiated by the vices of consent or the defects in consent, mistake, violence, intimidation, undue influence, or fraud. Again, remember, Vim Phu. So, voidable, kung gusto mong i-annul, pa-annul mo siya, mawawalang bisa ang voidable. Ang voidable contract naman, kung gusto mong i-ratify, pwede mo rin siyang i-ratify. Pagka ni-ratify mo, wala na siyang defect. So, yun ang kailangan yung tandaan. But, ang voidable contract also, if hindi mo siya pinansin, hinayaan mo lang siya, it will remain valid. Kaya nga, ang voidable contract, they are valid contracts until they have been annulled. Para lang safe ka, pa-ratify mo dun sa kausap mo para hindi na niya pwedeng ipa-annul later on. Yan naman ang kagandahan sa voidable contract. If you ask for annulment, you cannot ratify. And if you ratify the contract, you can no longer annul kasi nga it's already been cleansed of its defects. So remember, rescissible does not need to be ratified. Voidable naman may or may not be ratified. Kung gusto mong i-ratify, walang problema. Anyway, it remains valid until it is annulled. How about the next one, your ayan pa pala. It has effect now, but it can be invalidated. Just the same. Unenforceable contracts naman are contracts. Again, they are valid contracts. But in some books, nakikita ko that they are considered as your validable contracts. Pero anyway, they are valid contracts because all of the essential elements, they exist dyan sa unenforceable contract. But mayroong defect. Number 1, the defect consists in case the contract is not authorized. Number 2, in case there is a failure to comply with the statute of frauds, so it does not conform to a prescribed form na provide ng statute of frauds. And number 3, where both parties are incapacitated. So remember, ang unenforceable contract, walang effect yan. Yan. Yung voidable, may effect siya hanggang i-annul mo siya. So kung hindi mo siya pina-annul, it will remain valid. Pero para sigurado, malinis, iparatify mo para wala ng defect. Itong unenforceable contract, remember, wala siyang effect. They are not enforceable. So, kahit na magdemanda ka, hindi ka lang papansinin ng courts kasi yung contract mo talagang wala siyang effect. So, yun ang tandaan natin sa unenforceable. Now, paano magkakaroon ng effect ang unenforceable contracts? If they are ratified. So, remember, ang unenforceable contract, absolutely, to give effect to them, they have to be ratified. So, remember, rescissible, they do not need to be ratified. Voidable, may or may not be ratified. Your unenforceable contracts, they need to be ratified so that they can have effect. Yan. So, no effect now, but may be effective upon ratification. What else? The last one, your void or inexistent contracts, they are obviously absolutely null and void. They have no effect. They cannot be ratified. So, an action to declare to declare the nullity of a void contract, pwede nyong gawin yan. So, pagka void contract, hindi ito pinapa-annul. Kasi ang annulment, valid, tapos papawalang visa mo. Kanya pin-annulment niya. Yun namang void or inexistent contracts, umpisa pa lang, wala na siyang effect. So, if you will go to court, ang pwede mo lang i-file dyan is an action to declare the nullity of the void contract. Papadeclare mo lang sa court. Because the truth is, hindi natin pwedeng diskartehan na i-declare yung sarili nating mga contracts na void. Mas maganda na ang court ang magde-declare. Even sa marriages, it also applies. Pagka void yung marriage mo, hindi pwedeng ikaw lang bastang mag-declare tas mag-aasawa ka uli. Mali yun, class. You have to ask the court to declare your marriage null and void. So anyway, remember, no effect. Obviously, they cannot be ratified because technically a void contract does not exist. So that is the introduction for defective contracts.